I'm Shenhua. What's your name?
Yo, Hazuki.
Yo. Follow me. Yo. Where did you come from?
You're
not from here, are you?
No. I came from Japan.
Japan? Where's that?
It's an island country, east of China.
In the east.
Japan is pretty small compared to China.
Is it far from here?
Well, actually it's kind of far.
A faraway country to the east.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Shenhua.
What is it, Yo?
What kind of place is Bailu Village?
It's a small village in the mountains.
Is it far from here?
Yes, we have to cross 2 mountains.
Really? 2 mountains? Have you lived in Bailu Village all your life?
Yes, ever since I was small.
Your family as well?
Yes, my father and I. The 2 of us have always lived in Bailu Village.
I see. Shenhua,
Yes?
how many people live in Bailu Village?
About 50 people.
50 people?
Yes. The villagers are all nice people. I'm sure they will be nice to you too.
It sounds like a nice village.
Yes. There are inconveniences, since the village is surrounded by mountains. But the villagers live off the gifts from the mountains.
The mountain's blessings. Further ahead, as we near the village, the paths are going to get more rocky?
Yes. We'll be going over the mountain now. So tell me if you're tired. Let's go slowly.
Shenhua,
Yes?
can you tell me more about Bailu Village?
Let's see. My grandfather told me that it's one of the oldest villages in Guilin.
An old village.
Yes, it's been around since the Tang Dynasty.
Since the Tan Dynasty.
It's been said that some nobles who were expelled from the city by the emperor built the village to live in hiding.
Really? Shenhua,
Yes?
can you tell me more about the village?
More? Let me see. There are various legends told in Bailu Village.
There are legends?
Yes, there are many, since the village has existed for hundreds of years.
Like what?
Well, what kind of stories did they tell where you grew up?
Where I grew up? Well,
Tell me.
okay. There's a story about raccoons trying to fool people.
Raccoons? How?
They transform themselves to look like people.
Raccoons? There are some living in the mountains of Guilin, but I've never heard of them trying to fool people.
I see.
How do the Japanese raccoons change themselves into people?
It's just a story. I don't think they can actually do that.
I didn't think so.
There's a story of a water sprite.
A water sprite?
It's a fairy-like creature that lives in the river. They have dishes on the top of their heads and shells on their backs like a turtle.
Dishes? On their heads?
They die if the dishes on top of their heads get dry.
That's strange.
Yes, it is.
Have you ever seen one?
No, I've never seen one. It's just a story.
I didn't think so. But it would be fun if they really lived in the river.
Fun? There was a shrine near my house called Yamanose Shrine.
What is a shrine?
It looks similar to the temples in China.
Ah, it's where the gods live.
You make wishes at the shrine.
Did your wish come true?
I'm not sure.
It didn't come true?
I never really wished for anything seriously, though.
Oh,
Well, I can't think of any right now. If I remember any, I'll tell you.
oh,
What kind of stories are there in Bailu Village?
there are so many stories that have been told.
That thing about the white deer being the guardian, is that one of the stories?
Yes,
How does that story go?
Long ago, the village suffered from drought, and then there was a forest fire. When the village was surrounded by flames, a white deer appeared.
A white deer.
That white deer led the villagers to the spring in the mountains.
To the spring?
The villagers were able to escape from the forest fire because of that.
That's why it's the village's guardian.
From then on, the white deer appeared occasionally, saving the villagers from many other dangers.
An interesting story.
All the villagers believe it, and I do too.
Shenhua,
Yes?
it's nothing. What's this tree?
A fragrant olive tree. They are in bloom up ahead too.
Oh,
Aren't they beautiful?
yeah.
During this season, all the trees are in full bloom.
Fragrant olives.
Yes. In China, we call these trees gui. And there are so many here, like woods, or lin. So Guilin means the woods of fragrant olives.
Really? A lot of them are in bloom.
Yes, it's as though the whole mountain is wrapped by the flowers. Let's move on, Yo.
Okay. Shenhua,
Yes?
no matter how far we go, the paths look all the same.
It's like this everywhere around here.
Did you ever get lost?
When I was small, I did. But if you get lost, just take the animal trails.
The animal trails?
The path that the animals in the mountains walk. If you follow one, it'll always lead to water.
How do you find one?
You look for animal footprints.
Footprints. You know so much about animals.
I've played in the forest since I was a child.
You learned it naturally.
No, my father taught me most of the things I know.
Your father.
Yes, about the forest and the mountains and the animals. He taught me about the sky, the stars, and many other things.
I see. Shenhua,
Yes?
what does your father do?
He's a stone cutter in Bailu village.
I see.
He finds various stones in the mountain stone pits and creates beautiful works from stone. When we get to our village, I want to show you some things my father created.
I'd like that.
Good. What about your father?
My father. My father taught me a lot of things.
Just like me and my father.
Yeah,
What did your father teach you?
father. Father.
Yo, what's wrong? Did I say something wrong?
No, I was just remembering something. By the way, aren't we near Bailu village yet?
We go over this mountain, and we'll have to go even further.
I see. We still have a long way to go. Shenhua,
Yes?
how far does this forest go?
All the way to the village.
Oh, the scenery looks all the same to me.
People not from here think the exact same thing.
It's amazing how you don't get lost. How do you recognize the paths?
I'll know the direction if I see the sun's position. And there are signs here and there on the paths.
Signs? On these mountain paths?
Yes, there are some ahead of here. Strangely shaped trees and stones, and the drinking water places.
Oh, you use the rocks and trees as landmarks.
I've been using the signs all the way till now. Didn't you notice?
No, I didn't notice.
I'll show you what the signs are. One of them is just up ahead.
Okay. Shenhua,
Yes?
do you like flowers, Shenhua?
Yes, I love them. How about you?
Flowers. I had a friend whose family ran a florist.
Your friend in Japan?
Yeah,
What is a florist?
a shop that sells flowers.
Sell flowers?
Yeah, that's right.
That's strange. Flowers can be found everywhere.
Well, that's true.
Does your friend go pick flowers in the mountains and sell them?
No, Nozomi.
The person's name Is Nozomi?
Yeah,
Who was this person?
Nozomi. Nozomi is a girl I knew.
A girl.
Yeah.
Did you like her?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh? Did she like you then?
I don't know.
I see.
By the way, this is such a deep forest. How far does this forest stretch out?
Well, it will continue for a while.
Really? Let's hurry on. I'll tell you later.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, you didn't. I'll tell you some other time.
All right.
Nozomi was a florist.
Yes. You said your friend was selling flowers.
Yeah.
But why sell flowers?
Well,
Did you ever buy flowers?
no, I never bought any.
Yes, you can just pick flowers. Don't you agree?
Well, I guess so. We were childhood friends.
A childhood friend.
We lived near each other and went to the same school.
Were you too close?
Yeah, I guess.
What's the matter, Yo?
We were close.
I see.
So many butterflies. They're beautiful.
Don't they look like flowers?
Flowers. Hey, yeah, they do look like flowers.
When I was small, I once saw a lot of butterflies all fly away at once. I started crying because I really thought that all the flowers had flown away.
Why are there so many here?
Why?
There aren't any flowers around here.
This is the place where the butterflies come to drink water.
To drink?
Yes, after the rainfall, they come here to take in the drops on the leaves. You see them often after a rainfall.
I see. This is some cliff.
Yes, it's one of the most dangerous areas around here.
Do you always walk through here?
Yes, but I don't walk here at night. When it gets dark, I can't see very well. Also, the animals start moving around looking for water.
I see. It's getting pretty dark.
We have to find the cave quickly. Soon, the moon is going to hide behind the clouds. It'll be difficult to find once it gets dark.
Is it near here?
Yes. Travelers use it to take shelter from the rain. I think it was along the cliffside.
Sounds good. Let's go. Where was that cave again?
It's along the cliffside, the area that's directly across from the waterfall. Look for it carefully.
All right. Shenhua, where's the cave?
It's not easy to see because it might be hidden in the shadows of the rocks. Be careful while you look for it.
All right. Where was that cave again?
The cave's mouth opens right along the cliffside. Look for it carefully.
All right.
Yo, talk to me.
What kind of food do you usually eat, Shenhua?
You must be hungry.
We walked a lot.
Tomorrow, when we get home, I'll prepare a big meal for you. I'm not that great of a cook, though.
A big meal. Can't wait.
How about rabbit?
A rabbit? I've never tried it. Do you eat it all the time?
Yes. Don't you eat rabbit in Japan?
No. We eat beef, or...
But cows help cultivate the fields.
How do you get your meat?
We catch them in the mountains.
The mountains. Sounds like a lot of work.
Sometimes my father catches them. Rabbits, pheasants, and turtle doves. What's wrong?
I never thought about it that way. All I've had to do was buy the meat or the vegetables.
What we catch are gifts from the mountains. The meat satisfies our hunger, and the fur protects us from the cold. Everything is a gift from the mountains.
I guess that's what living in the mountains is all about.
Yes.
Do you always walk these paths alone?
Yes. Did you come to China alone?
Yeah. I went to Hong Kong to meet a master named Li Xiaotao.
Hong Kong. Were you able to meet this person?
Yeah.
Who was this person?
A master of Baji style.
A master?
I have a picture of Master Tao.
Let me see it.
How do you usually spend your time in the village?
I plant vegetables in the field and feed the goats.
Do you go to school?
We don't have one in the village. Anything I need to know I learned from my father and the villagers.
How old are you?
16.
2 years younger than me.
Do you go to school?
I used to.
Is school fun?
Yeah, I had friends in school. We used to have a lot of fun. It would have been better if we didn't have exams.
School. Sounds like fun. What were your friends like?
There was Tom.
Tom?
He's from the States. He's a real funny guy.
Did he go to school too?
No, he sold hot dogs in town.
Hot dogs?
It's a foreign food. He also loved to dance. He was always singing.
He sounds like a fun person.
Yeah, he taught me a special move before I left.
Where is he now?
He went back home to the States. I think he's doing fine.
Oh, what other friends did you have?
There was Guizan.
Who is that?
We met each other because of a particular incident. He's a stubborn guy and very proud. He respected his father with all his heart.
Where is he now?
He got hurt when he was trying to save me in Japan. He got hurt because of me.
I don't think he has any regrets. Who would regret risking their life for a friend in danger? My father says that's what a Chinese loyal friend is supposed to do.
A loyal friend. His skills in Chinese martial arts are really something. If I ever get the chance, I'd like to spar with him again.
I'm sure you'll see him again.
Yeah.
What other friends did you have?
I remember... Oh yeah, there was Goro.
Goro?
Yeah, I met him at the harbor. When I first met him, he was bullying and taking money from people.
What do you mean by bullying?
He was threatening people to get money.
He sounds like a bad person.
Inside, he's a nice guy. He doesn't do those things anymore. He's eager to please.
In what ways?
He changes his attitude towards certain things real quickly. He started calling me bro out of nowhere.
What a funny person.
Goro. He found a job for me at the harbor. A job carrying crates.
Ah, there's a job like that in the village. This person owns many cows and...
No, I carried them using a machine.
Machines? Oh, you've experienced a lot of things. What other friends did you have?
There was Nozomi.
Nozomi? Who is that?
I have a picture. It's getting late. I think you should get some sleep.
Yes. Yo, look.
All the mountains here have such strange shapes.
But aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
They are called Shanqing.
Shanchen?
Yes, it means a mountain with a pure, beautiful shape.
I see. Shenhua.
Yes?
It looks like...
Yes, that's...
I see. So once we...
Yes.
Oh.
Are you
No.
Good. Have you got...
No, not yet.
Oh. You can walk easily if you look for footholds.
Footholds?
Yes. You step on the small rocks or the tree roots that appear on the surface. That way you can walk the hilly paths easily.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting pretty used to walking here.
I'm glad. But it is more difficult to go downhill than uphill. Watch your step.
I will.
Some places are still muddy from the rain last night.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Shenhua,
Yes?
you know about the wind?
Huh? The wind?
Yeah, you knew about the rain because the wind changed, right?
Oh, yes. I can tell the weather from the changes in the wind's direction and its humidity.
Then what you said yesterday in the forest?
I felt the humid wind from the west. It was a sign that the rain clouds were approaching.
You can tell all that?
I can tell not only from the winds, but from watching the clouds.
The clouds?
Yes, the faint clouds like fog in the sky bring rain. The small line clouds are a sign of clear weather.
Really? The clouds.
If you observe the sky carefully, you could tell the weather too.
I could?
Yes, there are many signs in the sky. Observe carefully.
I agree. Shenhua,
Yes?
it's been a long time since I walked on mountain paths like this one.
Oh? What kind of mountains are there where you grew up?
Mountains. In Japan, there's a beautiful mountain called Mount Fuji.
Japan, your country.
Yeah,
It must be very far.
it's beyond the sea.
The sea. I'd like to see it.
You have never seen the sea before?
Never.
Have you ever been outside Guilin?
Not even once.
Did you ever wish to go out?
I never thought of it. The flowers and animals keep me company when I go to the forest. They talk to me.
The flowers and the animals?
Yes,
How?
I can't explain, but those who live in the same forest can understand each other.
You understand each other.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yo, let's go back to that area where the path branches off. There's no other path to take in this area.
alright, let's go back then.
All right.
Shenhua,
Yo, do you remember the way? We head back in the direction of the cave.
to the caves. That's right.
Yes. Remember that place where the path branches off? Let's just go back to that point.
I agree. Hey,
Yes?
does anything look familiar?
I've never walked this path.
Really?
There might be dead ends, too. Be careful not to get lost. Let's move on carefully. We will get out of this forest.
Alright. Shenhua,
What is it, y'all?
do you recognize anything here?
I still don't know.
Really?
We'll be in trouble if we lose our way. You should mark the places we've passed already. Let's move on carefully. We will get out of this forest.
Alright. Shenhua,
Yes?
are you familiar with this path?
No, I never walked this path before.
I see. We're very deep in the forest.
Yes, and it looks like no one has walked here for a long time.
We have to get through here before sundown.
Yes, we'd better hurry.
Alright, I'll go first. You can follow me, Shenhua.
All right, you lead the way.
Hey,
Yes?
does anything look familiar?
I still don't know.
I see.
There might be dead ends, too. Be careful not to get lost. Let's move on carefully. We will get out of this forest.
Alright. Shenhua,
What is it, y'all?
do you recognize anything here?
I've never walked this path.
Really?
Remember the places where we've already passed. That way we can move on. I'm following you. Move on steadily.
Alright.
How was it?
It's a dead end ahead.
Then let's take a different path.
Let's do that.
It's a dead end. Let's turn back.
Let's do that. This is great.
Yes?
All these huge trees.
Oh, this mountain contains many forests, just like this one.
What are these trees called?
I don't know the true name, but the villagers call it the wizard's tree.
The wizard's tree? Why?
It has been said that the trees have been alive for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Yes, it's like an immortal wizard.
A wizard's tree. Hey,
Yes?
does anything look familiar?
I'm not familiar with this path.
Really?
We'll be in trouble if we lose our way. You should mark the places we've passed already. Don't rush it. Stay calm.
All right. Shenhua, where does that river run to?
All the rivers nearby flow into the Inshui River.
The Inshui River.
The water is always clear, so in the evening there are many fireflies. The scenery is just like the song that I was singing.
There are fireflies near the river?
Not only fireflies, but the animals in the forest live off the river's water.
Animals.
Yes, they gather by the river at night. Even animals that are natural enemies never fight when they are at the river.
Really?
Yes, they're all friendly. Even the wolves and bears are lying side by side to drink water.
Strange, but interesting.
Yes. We start climbing again from here. Are you tired?
No, I'm fine. This is nothing.
We are headed toward Bailu village now, I'm sure of it.
How can you tell?
As long as I don't lose sight of the sun, I know where I'm going.
The sun.
As soon as we go over this mountain, we'll reach Bailu village. Go on ahead, Yo.
All right. I'm sure we'll make it.
Yes. But watch out for places where the path branches off.
Yeah, I know. Shenhua,
Yes, Yo?
you always take this path, right?
Yes.
When you go into the mountains, what do you do for drinking water?
If you're walking around here, there's no need to worry about water. There are rivers and lots of places where the water flows into springs.
Oh, you can drink from the river?
Yes, you can. Oh, when we reach my house, you can drink from the well.
The water from the well.
Everyone in the village lives off the water from the well. The river is where we fish and where the children play.
Did you used to play in the river too?
When I was a child, I played with the boys. I kept it a secret from my father.
What did you do?
We caught fish, and we raced to the other bank.
You were a pretty active kid.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yes?
where do you usually go when you take this path?
I go to the docks of Langhuishan Mountain.
Why do you go to the docks?
I go there to buy things that I can't get in the village.
Like what?
Iron is precious in the village, for pots and knives, and also for the tools my father uses for work.
Iron.
He takes good care of his tools, but when they are broken, he can't get them fixed in the village.
Really? What else?
I also buy medicines that are only sold in town.
Oh, medicines.
The villagers usually use herbal medicine, but for emergencies, we need the kind sold in town.
Right. Medicine is precious.
Yes, the boats bring a lot, but medicines are expensive, so I can't buy that much.
I see. Shenhua,
Yes?
is anything going to be done with that landslide over there?
I will let my father know as soon as we get home.
You can't leave it like that.
All the villagers will fix the path together,
Really? That'll be a lot of work.
but it happens once every few years. It couldn't be helped, and it's not all that bad.
What do you mean?
The villagers cooperate and fix the paths. It is hard work, but once the paths are finished, everyone is happy.
Oh, so the ties between the villagers become stronger.
Yes. When they get back to the village, the grown-ups all drink and celebrate, singing songs. Everyone looks forward to that. That's why they get together and work.
I get it. Shenhua,
Yes?
tell me about that land god.
It's the god that protects this land. We pray to it for each year's harvest.
Oh, the harvest.
What's wrong?
It looks similar to the stone Jizo in Japan.
Jizo?
It's just like that land god. It stands on the roadside.
There is a similar god in Japan too?
I'm not sure if people pray to it though.
Well, because there are land gods in the village too. During New Year's, the villagers hold a festival of the gods.
Really? Shenhua,
Yes?
all we have to do now is go down this path.
Yes, we're back on the usual path.
I see. How far are we from the place where there was a landslide?
Probably very close.
Oh, we really took the long way.
It couldn't be helped.
That's true. How much longer to Bailu Village?
We still have a long way to go.
Really?
But don't worry. We won't get lost from here.
If you lead the way, probably not.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yes?
up ahead, the view spreads out.
Yes, there are less trees. There are many flowers in bloom.
What kind of flowers are those?
Colza blossoms.
Really? Koza blossoms.
There are so many of them, like a flower garden.
A flower garden. So many?
Yes. Sometimes I sit among the flowers and rest. When you bathe in the sun with the flowers, it feels really good.
I bet it does.
Let's go there, Yo.
Alright. Shenhua,
Yes?
flowers. I haven't looked at flowers like this for a long time.
Which flower do you like?
I don't know much about flowers,
Oh,
but my father liked lilies.
your father.
Yeah, I remember. Nozomi brought some for my father one day.
Are you talking about Nozomi again?
No, I'm talking about my father.
Oh, you're right. You were talking about the lilies that your father liked.
Whenever I see lilies, they remind me of my father.
Everyone has a flower that reminds them of something.
Yeah. Shenhua,
Yes?
there are so many koza blossoms here.
Yes. In this area, everywhere you look, you'll see colza blossoms. You have them in your country as well?
Yeah. I'm surprised that there are so many.
When I was small, whenever I saw a field of blossoms, I used to pick them and bring them home.
Really?
We ate them,
You would eat them? I see.
and we would collect oil from the seeds.
There was a place near my house where many of these bloomed.
Really? I like colza blossoms, but I like the evening chrysanthemums the best. Do you know about them?
The evening chrysanthemum? What kind of flower is that?
They are smaller than the evening primroses and bloom in unnoticeable areas. Not that many people know about them, but they are my favorite.
Evening chrysanthemums.
If I see one, I'll let you know.
Alright. Shenhua,
Yes?
how long does it take to get to Bailu Village from here?
This area is the halfway point between the village and the cave.
Alright, you can lead the way from here.
Yes, you'll be fine if you follow me. I know the way.
Alright. Shenhua,
What is it, Yo?
we've come a long way. Are you tired?
I'm fine. I'm used to walking here.
Oh, that's right.
Are you all right? Do you want to take a rest?
No, I'm fine. Let's hurry on our way.
You don't have to be in such a hurry now. This path is...
The path that you're familiar with?
Yes. Up ahead there is a clear spring. If you're tired, we can take a rest there.
A spring. Good idea. Let's go there.
All right.
Shenhua,
Yes?
are you tired, Shenhua?
I'm fine, but
But?
are you tired? You're not used to these mountain paths.
This is nothing compared to martial arts training.
Oh, good.
I used to learn martial arts from my father, ever since I was little.
You like the martial arts, don't you?
Well, now I'm not too sure about that.
Was it hard for you?
When you're training, there's not too much fun involved.
Oh? You do it even when it's not fun?
That's what martial arts is about. That's just how it is.
Oh,
Well, now I'm not too sure about that.
yes?
Maybe, now that I think back, I was having fun.
Yes, you do like the martial arts, right?
Yeah,
That's because it was fun. If it's not fun, you can't like it.
you might be right. Shenhua,
Yes?
what sort of animals live here?
There are many kinds of animals.
Yesterday you told me that there are wolves.
There are wolves and bears in these mountains.
Wolves and bears. Aren't you scared of them?
I'm not scared. Nothing dangerous happens. The bears won't attack people.
I see.
But if you see a cub, you have to get away from it quickly.
Cubs?
Yes. The mother bear would fight, risking its own life to protect her child.
Risking her own life to protect her child.
But bears hardly ever attack people. It's a kind-hearted animal.
I see. Shenhua,
Yes?
are there other animals besides wolves and bears?
Rabbits and foxes and raccoons.
Foxes and raccoons.
What kind of animals were there where you grew up?
Okay. We had some cockroaches living in our house.
Cockroaches.
My house was old, so we had more than the other houses.
Oh,
Ine-san was scared of them, so Fuku-san would have to go after them.
huh? Who are you talking about?
Oh, I was just thinking about back home.
About your family?
Family. Yeah, you can say that.
Do you feel lonely leaving your home?
No, I don't feel lonely.
Are you sure?
I do think about home, but right now,
Yes?
No, nothing. We owned carp in the pond of our garden.
At your house?
Yeah, my father took real good care of them. I used to feed them too.
There's a villager who owns a huge carp.
Really? In Bailu village.
Yes, we cook them on New Year's, or when there's something to celebrate.
Do you eat them?
Didn't you eat yours?
No, the ones we had were just to look at.
Carp? Just to look at?
Yeah, those kinds are really colorful and beautiful.
Oh, there are carp like that in Japan?
I heard that in the past, there used to be foxes near my house.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a shrine dedicated to the fox.
Shrine.
It's called the Inari Shrine, and the fox is worshipped as a god.
The fox is a god.
I have an amulet from the shrine.
What is an amulet?
You wear it, and it'll protect you from illness and other bad things.
It sounds like the gate guardian at my house in the village.
Gate guardian?
It's a picture of a god, and it's placed on the entrance of a house. It protects those inside from devils and evil spirits.
Really? It sounds similar to the amulet. There was a cat.
Did you own it?
No, it was a stray cat living in the neighborhood. The mother had died, and it was all alone.
I see.
But the kids in the neighborhood took care of it. It grew to be a healthy cat.
Is the cat well taken care of in Japan?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Last time I saw it was when I was leaving for Hong Kong.
Oh,
I'm sure the cat's doing fine.
yes, I'm sure it is.
I can't remember offhand. I'll let you know.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yes?
isn't it dangerous to walk in the mountains alone?
There's nothing dangerous here. I just stay put when there's no moon, or when it rains heavily. And if you don't surprise the animals, they won't attack you.
Really?
If you know about the mountains and the forest, you'll realize that people are just another creature in the mountains. There's nothing to fear.
People are also creatures in the mountains.
But Yo,
Hmm?
watch out for the snakes. There are poisonous ones.
Poisonous snakes?
Yes, if the snake's head is triangle-shaped, it's poisonous. It slithers on the ground, so you can't notice it even if it's near you.
All right, I'll remember that.
It would be terrible if you got bitten.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Are there lots of poisonous snakes?
I see them sometimes, but the poison of the snakes around here isn't too strong. Even if you're bitten, if we take care of it quickly, you'll be fine.
I see.
Feel better?
Yeah, a little. Shenhua,
Yes?
what does your house look like?
My house? Like any other ordinary house in the village.
An ordinary house in Bailu village. I can't imagine what it looks like.
They're wooden pillars and walls made from dirt.
Walls made from dirt.
There are houses made from stone in the village too. We can get various kinds of stones near the village. There are rare beautiful stones and strong ones too, used to build houses.
There are no houses in Japan made from stone.
Oh,
What do you mean by rare, beautiful stones?
you can only find them in Guilin, specifically near Bailu village. They used to be treasured by the emperors and nobles in the city.
Emperors and nobles.
Yo,
Hmm.
what are Japanese houses made of?
My house was made from wood. Most of the old houses are made from wood.
Only wood?
No, the roofs are tiled, and the windows and doors have glass.
Glass. We don't have that in the village.
Really?
Once broken, it can't be fixed. No one uses it for houses.
Oh. Shenhua,
Yes?
how do the villagers live?
Most people cultivate the fields and own water buffalo or goats.
Water buffalo.
There are horses too, for people to ride on.
Can you ride a horse?
I can, but I'm not too good at it.
Really?
When I was small, I wanted to run around freely like the boys. I always wished I could do that.
Aren't the girls allowed to ride horses?
I wasn't really allowed to.
I never rode on a horse before.
I heard that the people in town ride in cars. Do you ride cars?
Yeah, I got rides.
Really? But we don't need them in Bailu village.
You think so?
Cars can't get through these mountain paths. I'm sure the horses and cows can get you there faster.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Shenhua,
Yes?
we've been walking for a long time, but there's no one passing by.
No. Hardly anyone visits the village. And hardly any villagers venture from the village.
I guess when you're surrounded by these mountains. What is it?
Everyone will be curious when they see you in the village.
Yeah, I imagine so.
The children will be really happy. It will be their first time to see a foreigner.
Children.
Yo,
Hmm?
it would be nice if you could talk to the children. Tell them about Japan and the sea.
Yeah, I hope I have the time to do that.
Yes?
I mean, I will if I can.
Yes, please.
Shenhua,
Yes?
do you think it'll rain again?
It won't rain for a while. The clouds are far and the wind is dry.
It rained pretty hard last night. The river was almost overflowing.
Yes, there's a lot of rain in Guilin. That's how such a deep forest was created.
I see.
Not only rain, but there are deep fogs too.
There's fog, too?
The rain does not only flow into the river. The rain seeps into the forest trees and the earth.
Into the forest.
Yes. And in the mornings and evenings, the fog covers the mountains. The fog is so thick that you couldn't see your hands stretched out in front of you.
You can't see your hands? That thick?
The mountains of Guilin are most beautiful when the morning fog embraces them.
Is that so? I'd like to see that.
If you stay in the village for a while, you'll be able to see it.
For a while. This goes back the way we came.
Yo, what's wrong? We've no choice but to move on.
That's right. You're not familiar with the path from here.
No.
I guess it can't be helped. We have to be cautious again as we move on.
Yes, it's almost sundown. Be careful, I'm sure there'll be more branches in the path.
Shenhua, can you tell which one to take?
I'm not sure. I never took this path before.
Well, we just have to move on. Make sure you know which direction we're moving in.
All right.
Let's go. Shenhua, what's wrong with your father?
His chest is a little weak.
What were those herbs you picked just now?
They're called crane's bill.
How do you make them into medicine?
I grind them well and dry them. Then I boil them. They taste really bitter.
Are the herbs that bitter?
My father always makes a face when he drinks it.
Oh, I hope he gets well soon.
Yes, thank you.
Shenhua, we've been climbing for some time now. Are we near the top?
I think so.
When we are over this mountain?
Yes, we'll probably be heading toward the village. We're going in the right direction.
If we take a look around from the top, can we tell which way to go?
I don't know about that. The mountains here are surrounded by forests.
I see. Let's move on. There's no other choice.
Yes, we'd better hurry.
All right.
How was it?
We can't go further.
Oh, let's go back then.
All right. Shenhua, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
I see. It'll be bad if we fall from here.
Definitely. You'll watch your step. Without warning, it can get narrow in some places.
All right. I think there's more up ahead.
I wonder how much longer it is.
I can't see the end yet. We just have to move on.
Yes.
Shenhua, watch your step.
I'll be all right. You be careful too.
All right. Such a strange landscape.
Yes,
Are there many places like this in Guilin?
there are strangely shaped mountains, but it's quite unusual to see bridges created naturally like these.
I can imagine. But how? How are these shapes created?
The river flow slowly washes away the mountain surface. That's what my father told me.
The rivers flow.
He said that it takes a very long time.
Really? Yeah, I guess you're right. There's still more.
Are you all right, Yo?
Yeah, how about you?
I'm all right.
Shenhua, aren't you scared of heights?
I've been living in the mountains all my life, so I'm not afraid. I always cross rivers and go through the valleys like this.
That's right.
Now let's move on, Yo.
Okay. It's difficult to walk here.
Be careful. The path is quite rocky.
All right.
Aren't there places like this in your country?
I don't think there are. Probably not. But there are places in Japan that are surrounded by mountains.
Then there must be many people living in the mountains. Like us.
Yes, there are.
How about you?
I used to live in a house by the sea.
The sea. I can't imagine what it's like to live by the sea.
I see. There's another.
But I think if we cross the next one, we'll be back in the forest.
Yeah, just a bit further. Let's move on.
Yes, let's stay focused. We should take each step slowly.
All right. I see the forest over there. Just a bit further.
Be careful. Don't move too quickly. Go slowly.
Yeah, I know. A bit more to go.
Yo, don't move carelessly.
Okay. Shenhua, that place.
That rocky area?
It had a very strange landscape.
In the mountains, there are a lot of rocky areas like that.
There are other areas like that?
Yes, nearby Lu village there are many of them. There's a deep canyon near my house, too.
I see. Shenhua,
Yes?
I wonder what Bailu village looks like.
A quiet, small village surrounded by the mountains. But
But?
there are old buildings and castle walls there. They were built long ago.
Castle walls?
Yes, they were built by the nobles from the city. An old lady in the village told me.
Who were the nobles?
They served the emperor. They had treasures and rare items. So naturally there were many thieves.
Ah, that's why they built the walls.
There is a poem in the village, left by the nobles.
How does the poem go?
Green trees of Gui create a forest to the south of the lake. The river is a blue sash of silk. The hills are hairpins of jade.
What does it mean?
The deep forests of Gui are south of the lake. The waters of the Lijiang are like blue silk. The mountains are like hairpins made from jewels.
The landscape of Guilin.
Yes, I like this poem. Even with my eyes closed, I can see the landscape of Guilin.
Really? Shenhua,
Yes?
you said your father was sick?
He sometimes has a heavy cough.
You must be worried.
During the night, or when it's humid, he would cough a lot. I would rub his back, and he would feel a little better.
Are the herbal medicines working?
Yes, he takes them every day after meals. That's why he can work every day. But sometimes...
I see. Is there a hospital in the village?
No. A doctor visits the village sometimes.
Really? That must be inconvenient. I hope your father gets better.
Yes. It isn't all that serious, so he'll be fine. I bring him herbs.
I see. Shenhua,
Yes?
you said there were no doctors in the village?
Yes.
It must be very inconvenient when someone gets ill.
Yes. I hope my father's illness doesn't get worse.
What about medicines?
Everyone boils herbs and drinks them.
Herbal medicine.
There's a pharmacy in the village.
There's a pharmacy?
They make medicine. You can buy the ingredients there, or you can pick them and take them to the pharmacy to have the medicine made.
Oh, so it's a bit different from the pharmacies in town.
They examine each person's condition and make the best medicine accordingly. Most people live long in the village.
Really?
Yes, but
What's wrong?
I'm worried about my father. He's been working constantly. He needs to rest more.
Does your father have a heavy workload?
I don't know. He doesn't talk much about his work. I think he's been pushing himself too hard lately.
Oh, so you must be worried.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yes?
the view is spreading out. Are we getting near the end of the forest?
Yes. Just a bit more to go.
All right. It took so long.
Are you tired?
We did walk a lot. I guess I'm a bit tired.
Oh,
How about you?
I'm fine. I'm used to the mountain paths, and I believed we would get back to the village even if we got lost.
Yes, you're right. I wasn't worried either.
Yes?
I was with you.
Really?
Yeah. If I were alone, I don't think I could have walked all this way.
Yes.
I was helped by so many people in Hong Kong, too. If I get the chance to go back, I'd like to do something for them in return.
Yes.
Someday. And for you as well.
No, you saved me. I have to repay you.
No.
Let's move on, Dio. It's almost sundown.
Yeah. Shenhua,
Yes?
did the wind blow?
Yes?
The dandelion seeds were floating away all at once, but I didn't feel any strong winds.
That was me. It wasn't the wind.
Huh? But how?
I just did what I usually do. You said you did it too when you were a child.
Yeah, but I hold them in my hand and blow.
Oh, that way sounds fun too.
What do you mean?
I'll try it sometime. You blow them using your mouth?
Yeah. Then how did she do that?
What did you say, Joel?
Never mind. It's okay.
I see.
Shenhua,
Yes?
I saw that stone lion in Hong Kong too.
The stone Lion King is a talisman found everywhere in China.
A talisman.
We pray for safe journeys.
So that's why it's sitting by the path.
Yes, especially on the points where the paths branch off.
where the paths branch off?
I was taught when I was a child that it protects the village from evil spirits.
I remember now. I saw them at the entrances of the towns in Hong Kong.
That's not a surprise. Also, we pray to it when a child gets sick.
A child?
Yes, as a child, when I had a fever, the old lady in the village prayed for me.
They have them in your village as well?
We place them in the village where the roads cross, or some houses have them carved in the walls.
I guess they're everywhere.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yes?
creating a waterfall like that. It must have rained really heavily.
Yes. Someday, someday, this mountain will be carved by the river water, and it will turn out to be like the Langhuishan mountain, like a mountain that looks like hairpins carved from jade.
Oh, because of all the rainfall. That's why the mountains are shaped so strangely.
Yes, the deep valleys and the cave we rested in are all made by the weather of Guilin.
The landscapes are beautiful, but I don't want to jump into any more muddy streams.
True, but
But
if we didn't have that rainfall, I would not have met you.
that's true. This is Guilin.
What's wrong?
I feel like I was drawn to this land. I just felt that way. Just now.
You were drawn to Guilin?
Yeah, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't think we met by coincidence either.
People meet and part because of fate. That's what my father always says.
Yeah, it could be.
You think so too?
I think so now.
Joe, we're almost there.
I see. Shenhua, is Bailu village near now?
We have to go a little further to reach the place where the villagers live.
Really?
But my house is right there. It's on that small hill. Please come in for a while.
But I need to go to Bailu village.
You saved my life. I want to thank you. Please rest for a bit. Please?
Oh, alright.
Good. Follow me. We'll see my house soon.
Shenhua,
Follow me. My house is right ahead. Just a bit further.
I see. Shenhua,
Come on, let's get to my house. We're almost there.
okay. Shenhua,
Follow me. My house is right ahead. Just a bit further.
I see. Shenhua,
Come on, let's get to my house. We're almost there.
okay. Shenhua, you said you were living with your father.
Yes. I only have a father. I don't have a mother. What about you?
When I was really small, my mother was already...
And your father?
My father is gone now.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. What's your father like?
He's a stubborn but warm-hearted man.
Stubborn, but warm-hearted.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
There's something I'd like to tell you. I was told my real father had died.
Died?
Yes, together with my mother.
Really?
But I don't remember anything about my real parents. I don't even know how they died.
Your present father?
He took my parents' place and raised me as if I were his real child. Of course, I accept him as my real father. He's my only family now.
I see.
But when I was small, I used to give him a difficult time. I threw tantrums. I told him that I wanted a mother. Brothers and sisters, too.
Brothers and sisters.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I don't have any brothers or sisters.
Did you ever want any?
I did, when I was small.
There's something I'd like to tell you. But now, I can be with the birds and animals whenever I go into the mountains.
The birds and the animals?
Yes. They always come to me, and we talk to each other.
You talk to them. I don't have any brothers or sisters, but there was this person called Fukusan. We used to practice with each other.
Practice?
We were learning martial arts from my father. He was strict to both of us. We were always sweaty from practice. We used to fight a lot too, just like real brothers.
Really?
He helped me in many ways so that I could go to Hong Kong.
You're lucky.
Hmm?
I envy you for having a person like that close to you.
Although we weren't real brothers, he's a part of my family and he's important to me.
Yes.
That tree.
The Shenmue tree.
Yeah, it's a really big tree.
Yes, it's a very old tree too. The tree was already that tall when my grandfather was a child.
I see.
The tree has been alive for thousands of years.
Thousands of years. Shenmue.
What's the matter, Yo?
Maybe it's only my imagination,
Yes?
but I think I feel something.
You feel something?
The tree isn't just old and big. I don't know how to say this. It seems like it has a spirit.
Really? Do you feel that way too?
Well, yeah.
I felt the same way ever since I was small.
You too?
When I was a child, I used to play under the tree, and I felt like I was being held by the Shenmue tree. Although I was alone, I didn't feel lonely at all.
I think I understand.
Yes,
It feels like, even as we sit here, that tree is watching and protecting us. It seems like I've known that tree from a long time ago. It's a strange feeling.
An interesting sculpture.
the mountains of Guilin made from stalactite.
Stalactite? From a cave nearby?
It was brought from the stone pit. Father likes to look at stones.
Stones?
He says he hears their voices, although I don't know what he means.
Voices from the stone. A flute.
My father made it. He made it from a Shenmue branch when I was a baby.
From a Shenmue branch.
I always stopped crying whenever I heard its sound. My father told me.
It was like a lullaby.
Yes.
This book.
Book on constellations. The Shingshu are explained.
Shingshu?
The stars that affect the fates of people. The Big Dipper is one of them.
The Big Dipper?
The North Star is said to be the god that deals with death.
The harbinger of death.
When the North Star flickers, something bad happens. Like last night, I was watching the Big Dipper when I got this bad feeling.
Bad feeling?
That's why I couldn't go to sleep and started singing.
So that was why. This painting.
Somewhere in Guilin.
Really?
I heard these mountains are scary.
Scary?
Those who set foot in these mountains have never returned. It's an old tale.
Why?
I don't know. But no one goes near these mountains today.
This is embroidered?
My father has had that tapestry for a long time.
Where is this place?
Luoyang,
Luoyang.
an old city that flourished during the Tang Dynasty. The sunset colors the whole city beautifully.
Have you ever been there?
No, but for some reason it gives me a nostalgic feeling.
Nostalgic feeling?
I see it when I close my eyes, the landscape of the city, and the people bustling by.
Luoyang.
What's wrong? I want to put some things away. Rest up for a while.
I'll do that.
If you're tired, you can use the bedroom and rest.
The bedroom? Are you sure?
Go right ahead and rest.
Okay. Shenhua,
What is it, Yo? I'll finish cleaning up soon. You can go relax over there.
I'll do that.
If you're tired, you can lie down in the bedroom.
The bedroom? Are you sure?
Go right ahead and rest.
Thanks.
It's this way. Follow me.
All right. Shenhua,
Yes?
what's the stone pit like?
It's inside a cave.
A cave.
When you go inside the cave, there's a hall. I always bring lunch there. There's a larger hall further inside the cave.
Further inside?
Yes, but my father doesn't let me go there. I don't really know what that place is like, but I heard it's a stone pit for Phantom River Stone.
Phantom River Stone.
Yes, the same stone as your mirror. Yo, can I ask you something?
What is it?
It's about that phoenix mirror.
Yeah,
On the diagram in my father's room, there was a design of a dragon as well.
yeah. My father had another mirror with a dragon on it.
What happened to the mirror of the dragon?
It was stolen by the man who killed my father, Lan Di.
Killed?
Oh, that's right.
Your father was killed because of the mirror.
Huh? Because of the mirror?
A village legend says the ancient emperor had mirrors made from Phantom River Stone. But the rulers fought for the mirror, trying to get its hidden power. And some even lost their lives because of it.
I didn't know there was such a legend.
I'm getting scared.
Shenhua,
I hope nothing evil happens.
whatever the case, we should go ask your father. Let's hurry to the stone pit.
Yes.
Shenhua,
Yes?
what is it like further in?
I don't know. It should be a stone pit.
You've never been inside before, right?
My father told me never to go inside.
Why does your father tell you that?
I don't know. He never went into detail.
Really?
The door is further ahead. Let's go.
All right. Shenhua, did you find a clue?
I think we should go further inside, Yo.
Okay, let's look further inside.
Yes.
Shenhua, did you find something?
I don't know. Let's move further inside.
All right, let's move on.
Yes.
Shenhua, is there something in here?
I'm sure father left something. Let's check this place.
All right, maybe this sword is some kind of a clue.
We have to find a clue.
I agree. Shenhua, did you find a clue?
There should be something. Look carefully, Yo.
Okay, the 7-star sword might have a hidden purpose.
We have to find a clue.
I agree. Shenhua, what is that?
I've never seen that before. Let's go and see.
Yeah, let's go. Shenhua, what could that be?
I don't know, but we have to investigate. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, let's go.
The one who holds the phoenix.